Hey guys, I look forward to sharing with you some pantry organization, some general cleaning and tidying, and then I have a few recipes. I've got a salted caramel tea and then one of my favorite cranberry muffins, so stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoy the video. Hey guys, so today I'm coming to you with a cleaning and kind of organizing video. Even though it's Christmas right now, there's still daily life to live, and yesterday we had family here and I was just thinking how this back area is really crowded and there's a lot of stuff that I need to clear out, and so this is kind of our dumping ground, so to speak, for things I don't know where to put. And so I want to go through and just sort through, get rid of stuff, look for things that I've been hanging on to but I don't actually need. And then I'm going to sort through the pantry goods that we have. We have a lot of things that we don't eat as much anymore with doing Trim Healthy Mama, so I'm going to be passing those on to other people. So if you want to watch me just go through things and I don't know, just want to hang out, I would love it if you were to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get going on our cleaning. Okay, so here's the deal. There's a lot of food that I need to clean out, containers I was keeping. Yeah, look at that. That's gotta go, all the mac and cheese, ramen, there's brown sugar, I know there's cereal up there. There's containers that I need to probably just get rid of, I've been hanging on to. Then I should be able to organize the rest of this stuff. Packing materials I need to take out, stuff for thrift stores, stuff to throw away. Don't know what that's doing there. This pan, it was rusty, so yeah, that's not cool. Besides, it's non-stick and those aren't the best anyway, so I'm not too sad about that. Got stuff to throw away, stuff to put away, and yeah, I need to go through this. I need to refill one of these containers that had oatmeal. It's empty. And yeah, just consolidate. Generally, just clean things up. My husband was just telling me that he would like to build some sort of cabinet or something around there. You can see better. Around our hot water deal there. So this would help if I can kind of clear things up. And you see there's like food storage or stuff. That stuff shouldn't be down there. Somebody's boots, I need to move those. So anyways, that's some of what I'm working with today. I've wanted to do this before, but I just didn't have the mental energy or capacity to think through how I was going to do everything. So today, I'm excited to do it. I'm going to start out by seeing what I can get rid of. We'll do that, and like things I can just sort through and just try to move as quick as I can, because the longer you take to think through stuff, the harder it is to make the decisions. So you just gotta make the decision and commit. So let's do it. You know, I didn't realize till I was editing this video how atrocious my hair looked. I didn't actually check after putting it up, but anyways, I got it up out of the way and then just started going through the things that were on this table, started organizing, moving stuff around. There were random items, things that I had no idea what they were, but I pulled out a container of glass jars. I had just been hanging on to some of this stuff. I really wanted to use the curtains in the windows, but I hadn't put them up, and I thought, well, I'll just save them for when I have a chance to get different curtain rods. They're definitely a certain style that I think is kind of cool. I don't need to hang on to these. So like I said, this was a box of jars that I had collected. The amber ones, I was saving those to use for starts. I have a bunch of plants, and when I want to do starts, then I just cut them off and stick them in there, and they seem to sprout better than in a clear glass jar. Oh, that is gross. Oh, that is so gross. Do you see that? There are roaches in there. I hate them so much. Do you see? See? Oh, they're so disgusting. Let's get rid of that. Dump them outside. Stuff like this I thought would be really cute, but when it comes down to it, it's not something that I'm able to use right now, so we're gonna share it with somebody else. Okay, so this is good.
Like I had alluded to earlier, there were a bunch of things that we had decided we didn't want to have in the house anymore just because of following more of the Trim Healthy Mama plan. So there were things here I had like mac and cheese that I had gotten from my husband, but as of late he didn't want to be eating those. So I went ahead and cleared all that stuff out, and it made a whole lot more room. In some ways it's good to go through this stuff because you can kind of do an inventory of what's there and what you need to use, what you haven't used, what you've just been storing. There really wasn't any method to how I was doing this. I was just trying to fit things on the shelves according to their size and stuff. Now I pulled out the brown sugar and the regular sugar and put them in different containers, so that was nice to get some containers back to use for other things. Then it was just continuing to sort stuff and trying to find the best places for them. Oftentimes I find it's cheaper to buy in bulk, but then you end up needing to store stuff places, which we don't have a lot of storage. But I had a whole ton of containers that I had collected. Some of them I kept, some of them I didn't. It just varied. I probably had at least 2 to 3 different collections of containers. So I used these big 5-gallon buckets for storing like bulk food, like rice, beans, flour, that kind of thing. But I had ended up putting a bunch of those plastic food containers in there, and so I did go through and double check to make sure I had lids for all of them and that I had as many as I needed, and then the rest I just went ahead and tossed. I like using those for freezer meals, for soups, and that kind of thing. And I figured there's no need to go through this laboriously, so I went ahead and forwarded it for you guys. It's amazing the difference once you organize stuff and tidy it up, the difference it makes. It's pretty neat. Let me know, do any of you guys have small pantries? You know the feeling when you've got to be creative, or when you go shopping you got to keep in mind you don't have a lot of space. This was quite a mess. All of the cereals and chips and teas, like I said, things had collected. And while I was going through stuff, I was checking too to see what the ingredients were, because I've noticed sometimes with spices that they actually have sugar in them, believe it or not. So I was just double checking for ingredients, and in the stuff we didn't want, I threw it in the box to give away.
Okay, I'm thinking I want to make some salted caramel oolong. Let's do that for snack. I haven't had oolong tea in a while, and this just reminded me of it.
Then once I was done, it was time to clean the floor. So I kind of swept stuff off the shelves as I was going through stuff, and then it was time to sweep it all up and wipe some spills that had gotten onto this floor. It's a really easy floor to clean, so that's nice. Like I said earlier, we don't have a lot of storage, so under this table I keep buckets of food or laundry soap, or there's actually gifts back there. I had to cut some of this out just so people wouldn't see, in case they happen to see the video.
Alright, so I have finished the area that I wanted to get to. I'd like to tackle up there because I have things up there that I've just been storing, and here's the deal. If I haven't used it in a year, I'm gonna move it on. So let's see what we have up there.
Before I could pull the boxes down from up high, and first I needed to clear off the washer and dryer just to make sure I had a place to work.
This is kind of cool. I guess you set it on a chair if you want it back. It's kind of cool, but we have no need for it, so yeah.
Maybe we'll get some better storage in here, but for now, I just try to use the space that we have as well as I can.
I'll have to ask my husband about these. He has a thing for hanging on to shoes. He likes to, when he gets a new pair, he'll hang on to the previous pair just in case the new ones don't last as long, so that's probably what this is about. Found this. I've been missing my fisherman friend. Stuff for a long time. Making sure, yeah. This I don't need. What all is in here? Oh, Sheila would love this. Straws, pennies. I have no idea. Apparently I like those. Oh, this is from my mom, a little bit of allergy relief. Apparently I should go through here more often. This is my name in Hebrew. Do you see that? Do you see it? I'm gonna need these for when we get snow, hopefully. So I'm gonna keep these out.
So I did end up taking a break, and I threw up one of the curtains in the bathroom. I kind of liked the way it looked, but we apparently need a spring rod curtain because it didn't end up staying where I had put it. Let me know what you think. I think it's kind of a fun pattern. It had been a while since I had made the salted caramel oolong tea. It's super easy. I'll have a link for it in the description. You just basically take your tea bags and add your hot water to it. And then once it has steeped for a while, then you can add your sweetener, add your salt, your bit of caramel extract, and maybe some half and half, and that's about it. Oh, of course, you'd want to add some form of protein. I like to add protein to all my snacks just to anchor it, as Serena and Pearl say. So then I whisked it up with a whisk, and it was a delicious snack. If you do just a few tablespoons of half and half, then that will keep it to a fuel pull, which means there's no carbs or fats in it, or there's not enough carbs or fats to measure, which then means your body would be pulling from your own reserves to fuel instead of adding on or taking energy from the drink itself. Plus the oolong is a bit of a metabolism kickstarter, so that's kind of fun too. In my last video, I had referenced making marshmallows. Now these had dried. I left them out to dry for quite a while, and so they had shrunk significantly. So I threw them on top, and they were pretty good.
Oh, that's good. I maybe put a little too much salt in, but it is salted caramel, so. Do you remember these? This is the marshmallow. This is from the marshmallow recipe that I made in last week's video. It's pretty good. They're a little bit chewy, but that's all right. I just finished nursing the little one, so let's get back to cleaning up before Turkey wakes up. So once he's up, I won't be able to do stuff near as fast, so that's okay. But that's not a problem, you know, you just gotta work in the time slots that you have, so let's get going. Okay. See these? Let me pull one out and show you. Use these for cabinets for the hardware. Look at that. See that? Or like this one? There. Ta-da. So when we picked out our cabinet hardware, you know, when you're, maybe some people would know, but for me, a young bride, I didn't know what I wanted for the house. So we just picked out something that was kind of trendy. But now that time has gone on and I feel like I have a better sense of what I like, I'm hanging on to these. So hopefully we'll have a chance to use it before too long. I think I'm gonna pull these out so we can start using them. Aren't they pretty? They were $3. I think they're beautiful. Table napkins. And a doily. This I'm gonna toss. I've had this for years. This even longer. I'm gonna keep the jar, I'll dump the liquid out. And this is a collection of stuff I just can't get rid of. I think I am going to keep these. The big jars are for like mint tea, summer tea, that kind of thing. Then I have some kombucha jars. Kombucha? Water kefir. Maybe one day I'll do water kefir. I'd love to try it, but for now this is gonna go back up where it'll stay safe.
This was one of those days where I was really grateful for my little guy being super tired because he slept for quite a while, which meant I had a good chunk of time to get this knocked out. It looked so much better, and of course whenever I clean back here, I'm always like, why did I wait so long? Because it looks so nice. One of these days I'd love to get maybe 2 cabinets with doors or something, but for now we're just working with what we got.
Well, I dare say things look a whole lot better. There's still stuff I could do, but for now I think we're good. I got what I had hoped to done. I got rid of a ton of stuff, so that feels really good. So if there's something you've been waiting on to organize, I challenge you to go ahead and just start working on it. If you have a chunk of time, just take that time you have and see how much you can knock out. So my next thing is to go get the little man up and do exercise. Maybe I'll exercise before I get him up, because once he's up, he gets a little clingy and he likes to snuggle. So that's what I'm off to do. I was going to end the video with just the cleaning and stuff, but then I was thinking I really want to make some muffins. They are Cranberry holiday muffins. Someone posted about it in THM group. I feel like I'm always referencing that, but I was like, yeah, I need to make that. It's a great e-snack. Uses cranberries. I've got frozen ones here. Let's start together.
It had been a while since I had made these muffins, but they definitely are a favorite. They're more of a seasonal thing because of the cranberries, but if you buy a whole bunch of cranberries and freeze them, then you'll have them on hand. I'll be sure to link the recipe in the description for those of you who might be interested. I find the key to eating healthy and eating well is to have things on hand. It's when I don't have snacks prepared or drink mixes made, that's when I struggle with knowing what to eat, and then I'll end up grabbing something that isn't ideal. Which it helps now that we don't have as much non-ideal stuff on hand, but It definitely is a thing, you know, when you go out to town, if you're not prepared. When you go out to town, if you're not prepared with a snack or stuff, that's when I find I'll get into trouble and end up getting something that isn't gonna help me in terms of staying on plan and everything weight-wise. My little guy wanted to help, so I plopped him on the counter and let him go at it. He tried the cranberries. It was pretty funny. He very promptly gave it back to me. But isn't that how you learn? By watching and observing and tasting and all of the above. You guys will have to let me know if you try this recipe at all and what you think of it. It can be fun to add a few white chocolate chips. Of course, that would take it more into a crossover category because of the fat and carbs, but let me know if you try it.
Into the oven. These are so good with a cup of coffee, a light coffee if you don't want to have a heavy snack. If you want an energizing type snack, these are the muffins you'd want to go for. The topping looks so good. I added a bit of water to it just because it seems I wanted the molasses to really spread among the oats. So, and it's going to go in the oven, so it's going to get all crispy and all delicious. So let's throw it in the oven. So now that goes in the oven for 17 to 18 minutes. And now I really need to start on supper. I've been kind of procrastinating. I was like, let's make this. I chose to make the muffins over making supper. So now I gotta get going on supper. I think we're gonna have like an orange chicken or something like that. Some more sort of Asian chicken. It's a new recipe. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. If you like this content, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. That would help us out a lot, and it's a free way to show support. So let me know how your day went and if you got other projects done or things well. I was working. Thanks for hanging out.